We're back here at the GSL, guys. Welcome. Wow, FruitDealer looks like the opposite of happy. Maka Prime, dear God, please let me do what SCFOU just did to FruitDealer. FruitDealer, really rough series there, Tosis, that we just saw.
Yeah, it was. Look, he is
shaken,
not stirred.
Man, you don't normally see, visually at least, especially in Korean culture with these guys, as much frustration as you can with FruitDealer right now.
Yeah.
We even have, as you guys probably saw in the interview that John just conducted, that in fact the guy, his opponent SCFOU, literally had GG typed in.
Yeah.
And then thought, no, wait a minute.
Yeah, I'll keep going.
All right, so the maps for this round are going to be Shakuras Plateau, Zelnaga Caverns, and if we go to a final third and deciding game, it's going to be on Scrap Station.
Pretty good map set for FruitDealer. We're going to have to see the positions on Shakuras. We're going to have to see the style that Maka uses on there. Can be a hard map either way. Of course, Zelnaga, pretty even, and Scrap Station just going to be something he's very comfortable on as a Zerg player, because he can't be rushed very well early, even though SCFOU somehow did that last game.
Yeah.
Normally we don't see that.
Normally that doesn't happen. So, oddly enough, we're in another strange situation where one of these guys will actually go to Code A.
Yeah, that's going to be weird to see either of them in Code A. These are guys that everyone in Korea has looked up to since the beginning of the beta. And one of them is going to go down to Code A with these guys that were like, oh my god, it's Maka Prime. Oh my god, it's FruitDealer.
Yeah. That's basically what they sound like, man. That's what they do.
That's a sound clip that we played from.
That wasn't even Dan talking just there.
Yeah.
The game's starting, so let's get ready for our first round in this TVZ with Maka Prime against the FruitDealer. It's on. Our final best of three. In the red at the bottom right side of the map, the champion of GSL Season 1 and one of the most famous Zergs of all time, the FruitDealer. Losing in a horrible upset in that previous series. Over here to our Terran player, the FruitDealer's next opponent. Infamous since the start of the beta.
Maka Prime Wii.
Because I shouldn't say infamous. He was famous since the start of the beta for being very good.
Yeah. Tasteless. This is
Artosis.
A very little-known fact about Maka.
Tell me.
Do you know what his first ID was at the very start of the beta?
What?
Because he switched it to Maka very quickly.
What was it? I actually don't know.
It was Plot.
How many T's?
1 T.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah, it was close.
He almost used my family name.
Yeah. He, that was right before he got known. He was starting to get known on that ID a little bit, and then he just
said, wait a minute, there's already somebody else.
With the ID Maka.
There's already 2 other people named Plot in the StarCraft seed. So, now we're going to have a barracks thrown up here. Note he is opting to wall in. These positions can favor Terran if the Zerg can't hold off the mid-game push. And that mid-game is like right smack in the middle.
The map and the game.
Yeah.
And FruitDealer taking that natural expansion. Now there's a lot of steps you got to take to try to battle that. First off, you're going to have more bases than the Terran. Second off, you're probably not going to want to truly stop them. You make some spine crawlers or something to try to slow them down. You want to pretend you're trying to stop them so they go slower with the push and more carefully. But then you're probably going to want to just counter the front of their base and have 2 bases that are not your natural and not your main. Rebuild your tech there. This sounds complicated and big and everything, but actually it's not all that bad. You know, your 3rd and 4th base should just be as far away as possible from the Terran, and a nice big counterattack at the natural if they do that huge all-in 2 base push through the center. Or rather, the bottom center.
Factory on the way. And very nice. The FruitDealer attempting to steal the refinery, would-be refinery, but is denied.
And that's a good thing because obviously we see Maka is teching up quite quickly. Surprised we haven't seen a lot of tech builds here in this matchup.
This drone does not want to die. Is he going to stay alive? If he can get one more circle around here, he might be able to peek and see what the factory's going to do.
Ooh,
it's
that's
actually
quite
about
true.
to finish. Nope.
Alas, it's gone. SCV got him. He's walking by the SCV. He's like, I can be a hero. And he stuck out his fusion cutter, and that was it. And he felt...
Punched him in the mouth.
You know, here's the thing. He was seen as a hero by the other SCVs, but that's a hard thing to sleep with, killing another being.
Yeah.
SCV
Never
is
heard
haunted
another
at
living
night
thing.
now.
Sad.
And
So we have a
starport.
And what, he's going to go for reactored Hellions?
Yeah, it looks like it. At least for a little bit.
Looks like his timing was a little bit off with the reactor.
Just slightly,
unless
yeah.
I'm mistaken.
No, definitely. I mean...
Whoa, 2 starport. Very, very unique.
All right, this is going to be pretty all-in-ish from Maka Prime. Definitely going to go Banshees off this. If he goes for Vikings, I will be amazed and astounded. I believe Gilman did something semi like that, but that was later on that he went Vikings. Very interesting Tasteless. Now, the all-in Viking builds come in a lot of different shapes and forms. Sometimes you pair them up with a lot of ground units, like we may see here. Sometimes you go at 2 Banshees, 4. Sometimes you wait for like 8 Banshees off one base. Those are actually pretty scary because you have to have either a lot of transfusions or Hydras out.
Whoa.
A Raven. My brain, Tasteless,
I don't actually know what is going on. Let's
This
see
is
what he
a
gets.
very unique build. Imagine 2 starport Raven. Sorry,
I don't
you
know.
cannot support that off of 2 gas.
Oh, he's going to try to swing by, but there are Lings up here.
Oops.
Uh-oh,
Goodbye,
denied.
aliens. 300 minerals down.
And FruitDealer handling this right. You don't actually want to run with the drones. It's going to put him in a line.
Yeah, you don't want to
Uh-oh, uh-oh. He
One
sees
starport scene.
And I can't go any higher than that. 2 starport scene. And he should see the Raven pop out.
That Overlord. I actually really can't explain to you how important that Overlord was to this game. FruitDealer has completely destroyed the first attack. Now he's spent even less than the first attack cost his opponent in Overlords and seen the entire base seize every unit that's being made. Even saw the Raven.
Now
that part will probably confuse him more than anything else.
Well, it's confused us. Now I got to say, Maka Prime, if he was really trying to surprise him, sure as hell didn't hide those anywhere that was hard to spot. It's like FruitDealer did anything out of the ordinary to spot that.
Now, FruitDealer is going for a Spire. Obviously, that's going to be great against Banshees if he gets it out. Does have a lot of queens making. Already has 3 queens out, and that's important that he does that.
Overseer, too.
I'm so interested about what he wants to do with this Raven, though, to be honest. I think he's just going to throw down some auto turrets. Auto turrets plus Banshees?
Maybe.
Could be.
2 auto turrets can be pretty good. Zerg doesn't normally have ground defense.
Yeah, maybe just
in a situation like this. Let's see.
And the queens.
I think you might be right. I mean, I don't think he can use.
He's got good energy on all the queens. Every single queen has a transfusion, so those 2 Banshees really would not end up winning the day. More queens popping out even now.
Yeah, I don't know. Guys, if you want to have a good question, ask Maka, assuming he wins this, what his full strategy was.
You know.
Oh, 2 Hellions in here. Going for these drones. Nothing. Nada.
Tasteless, we have so many queens right now. And the mutas are out. That is not a good thing.
Well,
Maka's in a lot of trouble, man.
This is actually just quite bad. He knows to ignore that auto turret.
Yeah, just target down the bench.
Well, FruitDealer's got to be doing pretty good. Now I guess he might as well take this free Raven.
With his crazy attack, becomes unbelievably far behind.
This guy's back in the Stone Age.
Yeah, he just lost an insane amount of gas-heavy units doing literally no damage.
And we mean literally no damage.
And right now, FruitDealer, he has 40 drones against 32 ICVs.
Is he just like about to win this?
He might.
Yeah, I think he can park this on top of the barracks.
Win straight up here.
Okay, Maka, you look really silly right now.
Yeah, he does.
Maka might as well be wearing a clown nose right now and have a wig on. Because
I know, man.
This is actually, this game is kind of embarrassing for him.
Well, Yeah, I think we may just see a GG here,
Yeah.
especially with the Zerglings coming up. He's made a Viking. GG.
GG.
Okay.
Well, Maka. Maka looked like quite a jobber that
I think
game.
Fruit Dealer might be as confused as us, Tasteless.
I have no idea.
He's
I've
like,
never seen
"What?"
that strategy.
Was that? And Maka's like, oh, my special strategy didn't work.
Rats.
Well, Maka, I hope that we never see that special strategy again.
I
don't know what that would even be good against. I'm really trying to think.
You know that was a very specific strategy because he actually saved that. He had one shot, like open up like it's an Eminem song. He had one shot. And he's already halfway through it of making it back into Code S, and he's like, okay, Raven Banshee. I don't actually know what that's supposed to do.
I think I know what his plan was.
All right, go.
Hear me out.
All right.
If I see 2 Port Banshee, I will go Hydralisk most of the time to open and then switch to Mutalisk later because 2 Port Banshee actually has a timing where they can make you cancel your Spire. Unless you make a trillion queens, in which case it just becomes this really weird, dirty battle. So, point defense drone and Banshees equals dead Hydras.
Could be.
That's
not
I bet
bad
you.
analysis at all.
I bet you.
Now we're going to go on to game number 2, TVZ. Can Maka do this? Can he come back, or is he going to look as goofy as he did in that previous game? Let's find out.